What's up, family? Man, back with another one. I want to I can't even talk this word. I want to have a real heart-to-heart with you guys, man. Today we're going to talk about options, you know what I mean? As far as growth and development. Because the reality is every one of us have to grow up and understand that we have options. We've always had options. We've always had choices. It's going to be a rough one. It is what it is, you know what I mean? And so, man, I'm not the greatest artist in the world. I'm not even a good artist, you know, but man, so this is us, you know what I mean? And so many of us, this is us walking up our path. You know what I mean? We're just living, just doing what we do in life. You know what I mean? Just going day to day. And then something happens right here at this fork, right here at this junction. Something happens in life. And that something can be anything. That something could be you lost a loved one. That something could be you lost your favorite pet. That something could be you got your heart broke. You lost your business. It could be anything. And it don't even have to be bad. It could be something quote unquote positive happen to you. You come into some money. You find the love of your life. You get a great opportunity as far as your job and promotion. It could be anything. Anything. Okay? That's you at this little junction right here. And at that point, each and every one of us, we have four options. Four options. It don't look like you got four options, but you have four options. This is the fork in the road that we come to in life. And every one of us have four options, at least four options at that moment. The great majority of us, we see two options. Man, I could go left or I could go right. That's it. I don't see any other options. But the reality is there are four options there. Let me show you. Option one. Let me draw it up here. So you're walking this way. Again, I'm not the greatest artist. I'm not even talented in this area of life. This is the way that you're walking up your path. And you come to this crossroad. Option one. I could go left. And down here on left is pain, destruction, suffering, and a lot of other things. I know this is your right, but it's my left, right? So down this path right here, I could go this way. This is my left. There's gonna be pain, suffering, destruction, chaos. That's one option. The other option. I could turn around and go right back down the path that I was walking and regress. I get to this point right here, I could go left, and down that path, there's gonna be pain, suffering, chaos, destruction. Or I could turn around and go right back down where I came from. Another option. I could stay still. This is where I'm at. I could go this way. I could turn around, come back this way. Or another option, I could stay right here and get stuck. We get stuck in life, right here. Last option. I could go to my right. There's going to be pain there. There's also going to be growth. There's going to be healing. There's going to be advancement. There's going to be peace. There's going to be happiness. There's going to be joy. I don't know if you can see all that. So I got 4 options. I could turn around and go back the way I came from. I could go this way, where there's pain, destruction, chaos. I could get stuck and not go anywhere, not do anything. Or I could go this way, where there's also going to be pain, where there's going to be a little suffering, but there's going to be healing, there's going to be advancement, and growth and development. I want to show you that because that's how it is in life. That's how it is in life. That's how it is with every decision you make. Every obstacle you face, you have at least 4 decisions, or at least 4 options. You could go left, you could go right, you could get stuck, or you could turn around and go back the way you came from. So many of us get stuck right there. Because I look to my left and I see pain and hurt. I ain't trying to do that. I look to my right. I see pain and hurt there too. I ain't trying to do that. But there's also healing that direction. There's also growth and development that direction. But I ain't trying to go there. Because I'm not trying to deal with the pain and suffering anymore. So we don't go either direction because there's pain and suffering. What the great majority of us do, we get stuck right there in the middle, or we turn around and walk right back the opposite direction, thinking that that's gonna help us avoid the pain and suffering. So we try to go back the way we came from before we ran into the pain and suffering, as if that's the real option. It's a regressive move. It doesn't help you. It doesn't advance you in your journey in life. It takes you to destruction. You've already experienced the pain, and you carry that pain and destruction with you, no matter which direction you go. Did you catch that? This is you starting out on your journey. You're going up this path, and then something happens. You don't like what happens, or what happened. It's traumatized you, it hurt you. You could turn around and go right back that opposite direction before you met that pain and that suffering. But you're still taking that pain and suffering with you back down this path. You could stay there, right there in the pain, in the middle of the pain and suffering. The pain and suffering is still there. You've already experienced it. You could go this way, and it leads you to chaos and destruction. And the pain and suffering is still there with you. And so you go this way, man, we're going chasing alcohol. We're popping pills, we're slamming dope, we're chasing women, we're having sex, we're doing all this crazy shit to distract us from the pain and the suffering. To put a band-aid on the pain and suffering. But the pain and suffering is still there. And all we're doing is causing more problems for ourselves. Or you could go this way, and there's pain and suffering there with you, because pain and suffering is with you. But down this path, there's healing. Down this path, there's growth and development. You catch that? You can heal the pain and suffering. You just have to make the right decision. You have the power to heal your pain and suffering. You have the power to keep it with you and take it with you everywhere you go. You have the power to sit there right there in that funk and not move, not budge. But that's not going to eliminate the pain and suffering. The only way to eliminate the pain and the suffering is to face the pain and the suffering and to grow through it. And you grow through it by moving through it. You grow through it by talking to God, source, universe. Hey, what am I supposed to learn from this shit? You know what I mean? What am I supposed to get from this? How is this supposed to help me on my journey in life? Every one of us is going to come to this crossroad. Every one of us. And it doesn't matter whether this thing right here, this event, was a positive thing, meaning that, man, you came into some money, you got this great relationship. It could be something as beautiful as that. And that could be devastating for your growth and development. What I mean, you could come into money and money seems to be the answer for all your problems. Now, because you have that money, man, you go this way, down a path of chaos, destruction. Because now you have the money to do what you want to do. Now you have the money to sit back on your ass, smoke dope, get drunk, get lazy, whatever it is that you want to do. So money may be the answer to you, but money may be the destruction to you too. This relationship may be a beautiful thing initially, but that relationship may lead you down this same path of destruction and chaos. There's been so many people who've gotten in relationships who fell in love, who ended up on drugs, who ended up prostituting themselves, who ended up committing murder because they fell in love with the wrong person. And that person brought out the worst in them. So it could be a positive thing, a beautiful thing, love, money. It could be anything right here that takes you down this path of chaos and destruction. It could be anything right here that causes you to get stuck. And you want to savor this, and you don't want to move, you don't want to lose this. You want to stay right here and cherish this. And you never grow. You never move beyond that point in life. You get stuck. Turn around and come right back where you came from, thinking that's the answer. And all that does is just take you further away from growth and development. All that does is take you further away from healing, from reaching your full potential. All that does is take you away from the wisdom and the insight you're supposed to gain. The choice is yours. It's always been yours. I hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you, and challenge your way of thinking. You have options. You've always had options. The problem is the choices we make, for the most part, are made out of our suffering and causes more suffering. We have to grow up. We have to heal. Man, I love you guys. Thank you for rocking out with me. Namaste. Namaste. The God in me the light in me sees, recognizes, acknowledges, and cherishes the God, the love, the light within each and every one of you.